to the spa juju's, and so I guess the scrub and moving my body, and then I had a reflexology. So rubbing up my feet and whatever spots those feet go to in your body, and then we went out to lips. I was kind of tired. I guess my body was just like coming down with a cold. Cause my son got a cold. He ain't got a cold. I know you got a cold, but he ain't got a cold. But my body's trying to get it, but I'm like, no.
So not today, Satan.
Right. So I took a nap. I said I'm gonna come on and just come on, and we're gonna do this. I think we are. Yeah, we are live on the places, on the spots.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'm going to go start recording.
Are you recording?
Okay. I'm about to record to the. And Zoom is so good because look, I'm past the limit. And I'm past the limit, and my recorders are still on there. Praise God. Hold on. All right, guys. I want to welcome everybody to our first 2021 Swagu Empowerment Call. I am your girl Theron, and I'm just so excited about this month and this year. Tonight's call is all about the art of allowing versus permission moving forward in 2021. That's my saying. It is moving forward in 2021. And we're going to go as we always begin in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for allowing us to see, God, a brand new year. Because some folks ain't make it. They ain't even make it today, God. And we're truly honored and truly happy, Lord, that we're able to even see this hour, this very second, God. Lord, we thank you for allowing us to come into 2021, God, and make 2021 be a blessed, abundant year for all the members of Swag. You got all the divine connections that we're going to have in 2021, all the callers, all the guest speakers that we're going to have in 2021. May they empower us, God, to live a better life and be better in our life, in our business, God. We thank you for each of our founding members, God, and you continue to bless them, God. Continue to bless them in their life, in their business, in all areas, God, in their faith, in their finances, and in their fitness walk, God. We thank you and we love and we honor you on today. These are the blessings we ask in your most high name we pray. Amen. Amen. And we really got to say that even this hour, because my friend, high school friend that I went, well, not high school, I went to college with, my friend Alicia, she posted on her Facebook that her mom had passed today. So I'm like, we had to be, and like Miss Katie said, we do have to be grateful for even making it to this very hour, because people are dropping. And sometimes we don't look at it, but sometimes it may be their time, and we just, because death is just the thing that we kind of focus on. We did focus on 2020 and a lot of stuff that we do just have to be grateful. Because I called my mom. I told my mom, I said, "Mom, I love you," and I said, "I thank you." She's like, she's like, "What's the catch?" I'm like, "Mom, Alicia's mama died today." She's like, "Oh, okay." She did. How old was she? I said she's probably like 65. Oh, she was still young. I'm like, 40 is young, Mom. 65 is just a little bit older, but that's okay. I'm like, 40 is young, but I did want to talk about the art of allowing and permission. Also, I do want to make a announcement that start in this month, of course, the 1st and the 3rd Thursdays we'll be having our Power Circle Business Building call at 8:15, and we have Miss Jessica Robinson will be doing our first. Well, Miss Jessica Robinson will be on our on the first Thursday call every Thursday. As her crowd is, of course, women 40 and up. And then on the 3rd Thursday will be either myself or a guest talking about different aspects in business. So we will. Okay, so in January, we're going to talk about the mindset of being business minded. She wants to get in a mindset of being business minded for the year. So in January, we're going to discuss the mindset of being business minded on the 1st Thursday, and the 3rd Thursday we're going to be going into business basic of getting our foundational stuff intact. Clubhouse makes you get your foundational stuff intact. Okay, and so listen. Well, Clubhouse makes you get your foundational stuff intact. So we're gonna be talking about make sure our social media, website, and all of that is all online because I'm in the process of getting mine together. But yeah, so our topic is. Let me go make sure we have any question on the Facebook page. Our topic is the art of allowing versus permission. Now, I chose this randomly today because we need to moving forward in 2020 we need to do more of the art of allowing. If you look at my stories, I have a the girl is like shrieking, she's shrieking, and she's saying the fact of knowing that she has to share her gift, how she looks when she has to share her gift. Let me see what it um is me coming to terms with knowing it's time to start sharing my talents and gifts with the world. That's the meme I have on my stories, and that's us. The mere fact of knowing that we need it's time for us to rise up and start sharing our gifts with the world. The art of allowing versus asking permission. No more asking permission or asking should you, but we have to go back to where this came from. It all started because of the school of our parents, still looking for permission, approval, and validation. We always had to ask permission for stuff in the house. My children don't ask permission to get my food, but we're supposed to be asking permission for stuff. To use, to go in the refrigerator, to get something to eat, to go outside, to go here, to go there. And that's been our foundation from the years of 0 to 18 is asking for permission. Asking for permission versus the art of allowing things. And now that we are older, we need to start allowing things to happen, allowing God to speak, allowing things to move. And because we've had that school of thought of still of looking for permission, we have to we shrink. We shrink, and I can raise my hand because I do shrink. I'm still shrinking at offering. Even though I put it out there, the SW speaks, speak out and speak up. I'm still shrinking at it. I'm still, because you don't see me, it's out there, but I'm going to start promoting heavily because I talked with my coach this week. But the art of just shrinking about permission, and the art of what they call it, the imposter syndrome. But the we're still looking for permission and approval. The question is, whose approval are we seeking? If it's look, if God's okay, God in heaven is okay what you're doing, everybody else's approval is secondary. And I'm talking to myself while I'm going through this about the course. I'm talking to myself as as I'm going through the course. I'm just talking to myself about it. Yeah, it's kind of the art of approval, art of just doing what God said for you to do. And sometimes it's not easy. It's a mindset blockage that we have to get over because of our foundation of from our school of parenting, and because of holding on to our limitations because of what we have been told to ourselves. And so moving forward in 2021, we need to the art of allowing. My girl Alicia Johnson says to pay attention to what comes across your path. People, places, and things that come across your path. And that's what we have to pay attention to, the things that come across our path. And because sometimes we want so things to be controlled, but things are in control by God. Things are in control by God. So if you allow things to happen or you don't have a necessary all cleaned out plan, it's okay because you have the art of allowing the Holy Spirit to be in control of your life. To be control of your life. And I have it right here that finding the courage to look at what you do. What you do. A lot of us lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves in going with the asking of permission. When you know something or someone in your life is unhealthy or unproductive, that you have grown beyond where we are and where they want to keep you, you must let it go. You must let it go. And that could be family and friends. family and friends. Stop lying to ourselves saying, oh, it's going to get better. Oh, they just this. Moving forward as we are in level 40 and up in our lives. We are halfway, look, we are halfway through this human race. Literally, we are halfway through, and we have learned that people are going to be people. Yes, you cannot change or control people, but we are going to stop lying to ourselves and moving forward. If we want to go higher and be able to really fully live out what God has for you in your life, the plans, your mission and purpose, your assignment on here, we are going to have to let some things go, and we cannot continue to lie to ourselves, thinking, and stop trying to fix things or change things. Simply let go. Let go. Let go. No more lying to ourselves saying we're going to do this or do that. It's okay to just allow God to move in your life. It's okay for rest. The world wants you to hustle, hustle, go, hustle, hustle, blood, sweat, tears. But heaven and how God operates is different. You don't got to grind, grit, hustle, and blood, sweat, tears. God, once you have that vision that God has for you and you visualize and you write it down, it will come to pass. But the thing is, when we're like, when God, the thing is, when like I'm writing this down, I have this vision, I want to make this certain amount, I want to have this and that, but when it's at the appointed time, it's at the appointed time, and so we got to just allow God to move. God's approval, God's permission, and God's validation is the only thing that we need. And even though it's easy to say, we still kind of shrink. But that's why you have to have cheerleaders, faith walkers, faith friends with you in order to help you push you, because of we see too much. And I'm speaking for myself, is I had put myself on I am putting myself on a limit of watching people and watching what they do. I know that going forth in 2020, someone said it was uh, more for information. In 2020 is for execution. God gave the vision. We sat long enough in 2020. I believe that 2021, the doors of the world will be open probably in the spring, which is what, March, which is not too soon. I mean, it is soon. It's in like 3 months. The doors are going to be open, and it's time to go ahead and execute on the vision that God has for you. With that being said, the power of sharing your dreams that you have, of sharing your story. No more are we going to continue to shrink. Miss Shanita saw even the power of sharing her story through Katie. That's the power of divine collaboration, community, and because she shared her story, because she had the courage to share her story of what she has been going through, that led to another opportunity. My coach Kendall always said that every opportunity is an opportunity for another opportunity. And moving forward into 2021, we are going to look for the opportunities. And so when I was doing my goals for 2020, I was like, okay, I want to grow Swagu to 120 ladies by the end of the year. So I had to calculate that. And that equals to be 10 ladies per month. I'm like, well, Theron, how you gonna get these 10 ladies per month? Like, you're not even doing nothing right now. So I had to be honest and real with myself. And so the thing is, with that, I had to ask myself the work. So what's the work it's gonna take? So in our goals, I know this is not a goal setting, but this is what he's leading me to. In our goals, if you want your program or your product to be put out there into the world, we got to see how many podcasts, how many interviews for the year, that you want to get out there to be seen. And I had to write that down. Well, okay, I want to do, at least two podcasts and, be featured on someone's two podcasts a month, or be interviewed at least two times, 24 times for the year outside of what I do. And so I want you to think about that for as you're moving forward into 2021, and getting your programs out there, getting your book out there. How are you going to be able to be seen? Not asking for permission, no longer asking for permission, but going and asking for it. Go and say, hey, I see you got a podcast. Are you looking for? If you're looking for some people to interview, we have to start sliding in folks' DMs It goes down in the DM asking for people, asking for people if they have podcasts or that interview. If you see that that's what they do, go ahead and ask. They're not going to seek you out right now. No one really knows us like that. And so they're not going to continue to seek you out unless you put yourself out there for you to be seeked out. And they keep seeing your stuff over and over again. They're like, who is this and what's she doing? And so once they continue to see your stuff or somebody sharing your stuff, they're gonna kind of seek you out and say, "Hey, I might want you to talk. I might be interviewed or do a podcast or whatever." But you got to continue to put yourself out there moving forward in 2021. The art of allowing God to move in your life for you to be seen and share your story. We have a powerful message within all of us here and within Swagu. Of all the things that we have been through, we can help other women and pull these other women, these 20-year-olds, these 30-year-olds up. We can help them with our story. And sometimes our story might not help them as far as don't do this, but our stories will help them in the fact that you're not alone. Our stories will have the, hey girl, you're not crazy. I thought that way too. This happened to me. You're not alone. You're not crazy. And we all have been through something or something similar. So our story always might not be, hey, I'm telling you this for you don't, so this won't happen to you in your life. But because I know that it has happened to me, you're not crazy. You're not alone. And that's what we need, all need help. And we all need to know that, okay, I'm not alone here on earth. I done some crazy things. I thought some things. I did this. I jumped and leaped. Took a leap of faith. I did this, and this is what happened. Um, the art of allowing versus permission. Holding on to our limitations keeps us from the art of allowing. I would, but I want to, but I thought about it, but if you believe you are helpless, powerless, or worthless, God will eventually force you to put your butt on the line for something. And so moving forward in 2020, we're just gonna do. We're just gonna do and correct along the way. No more overthinking. People put out less products. People put out stuff that looks they don't know half the information that we may know, but they're still putting the stuff out there and confident. They are confident in doing so. I'm like, that's old basic information, but okay. But I'm thinking to myself, but they are more confident. And we cannot operate in disbelief. That's part of the permission, the disbelief in our service, the disbelief in that we are powerful beyond measure. And it's because of social media, I believe. Because social media is good and bad. I believe because social media, we see a lot of things. Oh, they got this many followers, they got all of this type of stuff. But I really feel like what is for us, it is for us, and we'll be able to grow how God wants us to grow. Sometimes it is someone's appointed time because they're going to leave this earth before we leave this earth. And so their appointed time may be quicker because I keep on thinking of Cece. Like Cece's growth was so phenomenal because God knew her. God knew her time. God knew her end date, and for her to be a millionaire and keep her, leave a legacy on social media and leave a legacy for her family, and her family now is set. I know she probably got some stuff into place that her family is now set and got built a team to leave a legacy, and we got to take that into consideration too. The thing is, moving forward, the art of allowing. What if you walked in it? What if you truly walked in that dream that you had? What if you truly walked in it? And that's what we have to say. What if I walked in it? And I thank all the ladies here for Swaggy because y'all are keeping me afloat. Y'all are keeping me going and pushing to do what God has called me to do. Because God, is giving all of us different ideas and things. And it's up to us to actually continue to move forward. Sometimes we do take a pause. And sometimes that pause is necessary to regain our thoughts and clarity on things. But moving forward in 2021, I want us to think about like this. When we were in school and you read them history books about 1820, 1920, what are we in 2020? Like we are making history for folks to read books about us. Or they might not have books, they may have whatever tablets or stuff in the sky. I don't know what they're gonna have, but we have to leave a digital legacy, leave a footprint. Because I want you to think about your favorite artists or back artists that your parents left. They left something for the world to enjoy. The Supremes, the Dream Girls. I was listening to Dream Girls on Clubhouse. They left something. The Supremes, all of the Temptations, they left good music for people to listen to. What are you going to leave for people to read or to hear or to see? That's what came to me this week. It was like, you know what? In 1912, 1913, 1914, those are the stuff that is in history books. We are living history. We are the different women, like Andrew Young. Someone said Andrew Young was on. I'm sorry, that's the dog with that squeaky toy. But like Andrew Young was on Club. I'm like, Andrew Young. I remember reading about Andrew Young in the history books, right? And so we are the ones leaving a legacy. And that's the thing moving forward in 2021 for Superwomen Still Standing. I work with, or I have legacy leaving women. We are legacy leaving, legacy driven women here in Swag. You want to leave a legacy for our children, for our nieces, and for our nephews, so they can say, "Oh, that's my niece. That's my TT. That's my Gigi." Leaving a legacy, and it's okay that legacies now just becoming important to us at this age. It's okay. A lot of folks don't. We are halfway through. We're halfway through. We done learned a lot, and now we have a different foundation because of the bottom foundation. Think about 4 layers or four or 5 layers, or layers. You're on a different foundation from down foundation one to your fourth or fifth layer. You are on a different kind of foundations, and moving forward, you can accomplish the things. And so, yes, obstacles will come up. Yes, doubt in your mind. Because if it's something you've never done before, you're going to shrink back. Well, I ain't never done this before. How is this going to continue on? But God wouldn't give you an idea if it wasn't meant for you to pull it out. That's what I am with SW Speaks. I'm like, I never offered a speaking course. Yes, I do speak. Yes, I took speaking courses. I'm still shrinking. I'm not going to shrink. I went ahead and put it out there. I had to do my landing page. Coach made me do my landing page because copy is something that I struggle with. And so I just went out there and put it out there. I'm gonna correct along the way. But that's all I have today. Is again the art of allowing versus permission. And it's because of the school of our parents that we are still looking for permission, approval, and validation, but no more. As long as you have God in heaven's permission, approval, and validation, people don't know the plans and purpose he has for your life. He don't know what books, he don't know who you're helping. He don't know it's you, God, and people are assigned to you. They don't know the people you're assigned to. And so you have to move that way. You could be driving and you end up turning somewhere else because God told you the art of allowing. God told you to go here. Then you meet someone that has this opportunity or sees something, or you speak life into them, and then that turns their life around, or turn something around in their mind, that turns something around in their mind. And we are the light. And that's how the world or light shines brighter. When we shine our light upon people, allow other folks to shine their light, allow other folks to walk in their brilliance, allow other folks to be who they're called to be, then that's how the world gets better. That's all I have. I'm excited for 20. It's our first call for 2021. I'm excited. Let me see. That boy had my phone. Any comments or questions? I'm gonna look on Facebook if we had anything.
I just want to say that this was amazing. And it was several times I was raising my hand like, Lord, you are speaking to me. This is the year that we can't be hiding behind the curtain. We got to speak up and not only promote ourselves, but promote each other.
Yes.
Especially as women in business and things of that nature, we have to push and promote each other. So I loved it. I wrote a few things about, I didn't get all of it. You said something about pay attention to people, places, and something else. And didn't catch that last little bit, but
Oh yeah, because paying attention to what comes across your path, people, places, and things that come
yes,
across. Yeah, that come across. Only come across your path. You may look something and may spark something in your mind.
right.
To think of thought.
And I've said this before, that people, places, and things have expiration dates, so we need to check them. Make
Right.
sure
You're
that
right.
if they're past their time, it's time to move them out. Move move to the left.
To the left. To the left.
Send them on.
Yes, we had church today for the first. Well, we had church drive-by style today, and it was just prayer and praise, and it was amazing. But pastor said, we got things to accomplish, and some people got to be taken out of our way. That's what it is. It's just what it is.
Yep.
Because we all got notebooks like this. We all have notebooks.
I can't see.
You see my notebooks?
No.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, I can see you though. But we all got like
Spotlighted. Take me off a spotlight.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Now I can see you. Yep.
And this book right here, I'm going forth, and that's what gave me the topic for today. This book, I started writing this one. I know when I went to, not last year, had been 2018. In March of 2018 is when I started writing in this. So, yeah, we all got stuff in books like this, notes thoughts and stuff that he wants us to either put that on Facebook or to do a video on, a minute video or whatever. Video's it. Video and audio is it. It's the thing to leave something. And I'm not sure who are my quarter one goal is one of my quarter one goals is to work on my YouTube. YouTube is a powerful tool for whatever you do. Because folks are always searching YouTube. And we didn't think about I looked at my YouTube, my first YouTube video was 10 years ago. Yeah, and like now I'm like, I watched this kid. He made 11,000 $11,000 on his YouTube channel and he's only been doing it for a year. It's called Black Hustlers Club. Thank you. Okay. Good seeing you. If you need some help, just let me know, okay? Wait a second. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what I was saying, but
Black Hustlers Club.
Yeah, Black Hustlers Club. Thank you. Yeah, 11,000 in a year. So just by sharing relative information, and so I'm gonna up my YouTube channel to be all things, of course, mom's money, and I forgot what the other mindset, money, and motherhood after 40, still parenting children, right?
Well, you're gonna be a mom till the day we die.
Right. And so right.
But I know what you're saying though, because I got a 30-year-old and a 25-year-old, so you never stop. But it does get a little bit different. And then when you hit grandma, it's a whole nother level. You're like, whoa. So I get it. Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's all again. That's all I have. That's my quarter one goal. I want to work on is that. Okay. Yes, thank you. Anybody want to share anything?
I do. Hello.
Katie.
I'm like Shanita now. Get me out the spotlight, because
I change it to the gallery view.
Cause it's like boom, like okay.
I know. So when you said find the courage to look at what I do, that really hit me hard. But then when you brought out that notebook, because I was just talking to God about all my little notes, sticky notes, little pieces of paper that I done tucked away. What am I supposed to do with all of this? And it's a lot, like from years and years and years. But I do like this topic, the art of allowing versus permission, and just put myself out there more because I like to put other people out there, but not
Yeah.
necessarily put myself out there. So I'm definitely looking at doing some different things this year in addition to what I'm already doing. So one of the things I'm looking at is community service projects um, for myself personally on a personal level, and also with my group that I have on Facebook. So it's like you said, it's time to get from behind the scenes and step out into the spotlight and do what
I know. I know.
all those things. All of those things that you thought you were just sliding by with
Yes.
because 20 we thought 2020 was different, but 2021 is definitely going to be different simply because we've had so much time to sit and think and ponder and wander, and do all of these other things. And now, like you said, this is the year of execution, a time to step out, and just show, what have you really spent your 2020 doing, you know. And I know I said it a lot last year that 2020 was a foundational year for me. So you don't take forever to build a foundation. You know,
Mhm.
Mhm.
you once you build it, you have to start building on it. So that is definitely
Right.
what I'm looking at doing this year. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And
Oh,
as you was talking, I was like, so many different topics that I said I might speak on for the 17th. So we'll see
okay.
what's gonna come out.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna at the end of this month. We're gonna change the number that you get a text message from. I just got. Have you seen the community? I just got the little thing from the community. If you see folks that say, "Hey, text this number, blah blah blah, call me, use this number," and so I just got the thing for the community. It's the price that I'm paying. Well, it's the price that I'm paying now with Scipio, but Scipio charges when my assistant sends the daily teas out. That's considered a scheduled message, and they charge you. You only get like 1,000 scheduled messages, but I realize I send 500 text messages out a day.
A
That's
day.
with the list because I had to break down everybody into 50 and I got 11 sections, but one of them only has like 10 people in it because it's the one with the like W through Z or something because it's got less people, but I have a 10 and I know every one of those sections have 50 people in it. So I'm like, I send out 500 text messages. The YDP go up to 500 people. So I got and they want to charge me after a thousand they want to charge me 2 cents per message. No, yeah, and they got me last month. I forgot to take my card off.
Said no.
Oh no, I'm gonna take my card off, and y'all ain't gonna get me again. I'm gonna go to somebody new. Yes. Anybody else? Anybody want to share a goal? Miss Lisa, you want to share a goal? You got a goal for your book or anything this year?
Um, I have quite a few
Ooh,
goals.
he's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
She used to be a model, y'all.
I'm not normally I'm so used to seeing this picture up there, and I mean that's beautiful too. But I'm like, whoa, she is just so beautiful. Like
thank you.
just came on glowing.
So, I got a couple of books I want to get done this year.
Okay.
One is like a spring off of the poetry, the America the Beautiful. It's still going to deal with racism. So I want to get that one done. And then another one is back into the self-help community or arena, dealing with the mindset, what we speak, and our actions.
Mm.
Yes.
That's, that have that goal to get those two completed and just to be more organized this year with things that I'm doing. and just get things done. Last year, I didn't get off track. However, God redirected me in another whole direction with the book that I wrote. You know, every year on my birthday, my birthday is my new year. I don't do New Year's on
Right.
January. So this year, last year I was writing the book, so I didn't get time to sit down and plan out what I wanted to do by July of this year. So that kind of got knocked out the way because of the way that God took me. So that's what I'm working on now, just to kind of get everything in order as how God is where God has me now, because life coaching, I'm still doing that, but it's in a totally different way. I'm not trying to go after individual clients and different things like that. It'll mostly be through my books and maybe through being guests on other people's platform and different things like that, and creating courses. So that's where I'm at with that. So it's not going to be the same, but yeah, as far as books, those are the two books that I want to most definitely get out this year.
Okay.
Mhm.
Miss Katie, you got to go. You want to share before we close?
I have a few goals for this year. Number one is to get all of my recordings on YouTube the way I'm supposed to have them. I haven't done the last three, and it's just terrible. And you know, one thing I realized, actually I realized it like towards the end of 2020, that everything God gave me, every idea he gave me in 2020 was not for me to implement in 2020. And I think that kind of threw me off, because I felt like I wasn't doing everything I was supposed to be doing. But he told me that was everything wasn't for that at that moment. And so one of the things was a podcast, which I had been putting off. Well, my husband for Christmas got me a Blue Yeti microphone, because
Okay.
I look, don't celebrate too much. Because you know what this means. This means I gotta get that podcast together. And I had actually started blogging some in 2020, and is under the same name as the podcast, which is called Faith and Focus. And
Oh,
so
is that a shirt too? Did I hear merch? Did I hear
yeah,
merchandise?
Merch.
I actually have the cup already. I've already kind of put it out there, and that's another thing I'll be working on too, getting the merchandise side of this, promoting more, and getting the shirts and things like that together more. So definitely working on that podcast. And one of the things I was actually talking to my sister about was, right now what I'm doing on my Power Surge show is talking about going through my book, but I'm recognizing too that there's some other Bible studies, or not even necessarily Bible studies, but group studies I would like to do. So her first book she wrote, called What's Cramping Your Lifestyle, I'm going to be going back through that again, because I realized that mindset, um, my particularly for myself, that as far elevated as I thought I've come, there's still a long ways to go, with just different little thoughts that keep popping up here and there, and I don't take care of it. I let it fester, or I like kind of push it out the way instead of like doing something about it. And so I realized it's been kind of a hindrance for me in a lot of areas too. But when you was talking about when people was thinking about, when you was talking about how people, what they're thinking about you and overthinking things and different things like that, one of the shirts, and y'all don't use this on y'all shirts now, one of the shirts that an idea that God gave me, it says, them, what if you fail? Me, what if I don't? And then God, I won't let you.
Oh,
You
come
know?
on. I want to buy that shirt.
So I gotta just get it together and get the merch out there. And when you said that, I was like, that I need to go ahead and put put those, especially the merchandise side of it, because I keep saying, God, I need streams of income and different things like that. And he's already given me some things. And even though graphic design isn't my strong suit, I've come a long ways throughout 2020 from where I was when I first began. So definitely just not overthinking things too. That's a big problem for me. I was just telling my sister that earlier. I tend to overthink some things, and so it hinders me. So I'm just rolling over these. I'm steamrolling stuff this year. And
Steamrolling stuff.
yeah, that's what I gotta do. Steamrolling some stuff, and whatever survive, then I'll use it. And if it don't survive, I'll just keep moving, and not try to focus so much on what's not working
Yeah,
and put my attention on what
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
That's the whole word right there. And I think that's what we do. We focus on what's not working, what we ain't have done.
Mm-hmm.
Even with my course, I'm like, I've done a course, but I ain't done this type of course. I've never done talking about speaking per se. I have, but not like a course.
Yeah.
And so we can't focus on what we ain't done and focus on what's going good.
Yeah.
Miss Kizzy or Miss Lady with the phone number in 7147. Y'all want to share a goal before we leave? I'm not sure if they can or not. Miss Kizzy might be dealing with her son.
Hey,
Hey.
hi. No, I'm just getting off work. Come on. And sitting here actually, sitting here actually trying to do some charting. Hello, ladies. I've enjoyed listening. I haven't heard everything, but what I did hear was exciting in the middle of my drive home. And Miss Yeomans, I can't wait to get your other book. That's coming out, the next one. I just want to say that I've enjoyed my the poems that from the book that I've already purchased. So just a plug for her. If you all haven't gotten it, get it. Well, for me now, so for my goals, they're similar actually to Miss Katie. I'm actually working on some merchandise for Limitless Possibilities now, for my Jesus and Coffee session that I do, and also for the marriage session that my husband and I do together. So working on merchandise for that. And I do have a upcoming speaking opportunity in April, which I post about that often. I think Theron has posted about some of that. And that's with Sean Fair and Consulting. And that will be the Leadership Experience Tour for this coming year, 2021. I'll be doing that. So I stepped out instead of just doing local speaking, that I need to put myself out there more. So I stepped out with that at the end of last year. So I'm focusing more in that area, and I actually will be bringing my book forth this year. Earlier, I was just trying to figure out what date. Thank you. So I'm praying on my date for my release date, but I actually do meet with the publishing company this week. So I'm moving.
Yay! Because I want to go back to my notes in my phone from when you were talking about your book. Let's see when that was.
Yes, to God be the glory.
Yeah.
So I'm like you all. I have all those notebooks. And,
I got hundreds.
Yes.
I do have hundreds.
And those are books.
I'm just sitting there. Like, there's a book that has to get written out whenever the good Lord gives me the opportunity to. But I got the title. I know it. It is what it is. And it's Damaged Goods No More.
Amen.
That's the book. Like, that I don't know how many women and myself felt like they were damaged goods. And God just said, no more. That's gone. So what can you do when you have that wiped away? that's the book. And I'm like, okay. And it's been years, and I'm like, okay, so at one point I'm gonna sit down and write this thing.
Yeah, hopefully y'all have y'all books by September for the Superfest.
Hey, don't play. Put it in
Come
it.
on, have the books ready for September so y'all can come on and sell them books.
Yes. All right, we're gonna put it out there for 2021. They're gonna just, I don't know who that is. They're gonna just have to do it.
And it's the weekend of 9/11, so that's the weekend. So hopefully it will be out. It will be a physical event. If not, it'll be a virtual. But going forward, it's going to be mostly a physical event on that September on 9/11 is the is what the 9, 10, 11, and 12 will be the Superfest. The Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're gonna have my coach. She gonna be one of the. I think she's gonna open up. I already put her as a speaker, so I think she's gonna open up. I think August is gonna open up.
Okay. And one other thing too, that marriage retreat that we were supposed to have in 2020.
Oh yeah.
We're still going to move on with that for 2021. So we're working on maybe in October, and we're gonna do it small because we don't know what so our plan is to do it no more than about 5 couples for it, and then that would so that'd be a small retreat. That way we still move forward with it this year and don't put it on hold.
Right. Moving forward, look, starting with the small steps. And Miss 7147, I'm not sure what that is. I probably can look it up.
It's Kenyatta there.
Oh, hey, Kenyatta.
Hey, this is my personal line. The other number was my business number.
Okay. Well, on Zoom you can't tell the you just see numbers.
Okay. Hi, you guys.
Hello.
So I don't even know where to start. Just several things we're trying to do. Me and my husband already have a nonprofit, so we'll be doing more things this year. Hopefully, COVID won't, stop that. Also, we're working on a spa. I'm working on opening up a spa and pushing my son's business as well.
Okay. Good. Kenyatta, again, what you have the catering, right?
Yes, yes, I do that as well.
Okay. Okay.
I cater, event planning. I do a lot.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get with you, especially for we're gonna be hosting Single Moms Connect. I am the unofficial but official CT, the CTO. That's the Chief Technical Officer, but I'm also on the board. I'm on the board for the Food Pantry and Media. But we are having a resource business center, prayerfully by April. And so me being on the board, I'm gonna be having more events there because I have a free place to have events without the overhead without the overhead of having to pay for the usage of a space. So I will be using you for the smaller events, especially Kenyatta. And this is for everybody too. Yes. On 9/11, I do need to talk with you about your pricing because we are having our first Superwoman Still Standing awards gala and banquet on that after the expo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in conjunction with Single Moms Connect. So we are giving away swag awards at a Sharp Woman Around Georgia awards that are people in that are Georgia, especially in middle of Georgia, that are doing good in life and in business. And so we're giving swag awards in conjunction with Single Moms Connect, honoring women in our community.
I love it.
And so me and Nika somehow maybe just having heavy hors d'oeuvres, but I do kind of want it catered, or it could be heavy hors d'oeuvres and dessert. I don't know, but yeah, I do need to see your pricing for 9/11 from that evening, probably from 7 to 10.
Okay, just give me your head count and I can give you a price.
Okay. I forgot. Well, look at the connection. Yes, that's 9/11. Things are starting to work in order.
Amen. Everything is following how it should.
Yes, and using our own people. That's. I just want to continue to use our own people.
That's it. That's key.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I wrote this down, and then I'm and then I'm just hush up. I wrote this down that last year was our pause for us to get into position to be able to pitch ourselves to perform what it is that God has for us to do.
Oh, look, Katie. Yes, I love that. Can you look? Can you?
I was thinking I was in church for a minute, so I'm sorry. That was my hallelujah praise clap.
Yes. Look, make sure. Look, make sure you post it on social media so I can share it out. Okay.
Yes, I will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Darren, do you
Yeah.
have a time for the Superwoman still standing? The 9th through the 11th, is it like from 3 to 7?
The expo on that Saturday is gonna be from 10 to 4.
Okay.
And then I might need light catering for that, but the banquet and gala we're gonna be dressing up. It's going to be from 7 to about 10 or 7 to 11.
Okay.
And that's in conjunction with me and Single Moms Connect. So I got to see what our budget will be and what our ticket price is. But we got the building for the whole day anyway. So I'm just got to see what our ticket count is. I'm expecting, this is the first one. I'm gonna go big. I'm expecting at least the look 100. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting
Okay.
100.
I'm gonna need you to be
120.
confident with
120.
that number.
Huh?
I'm gonna need you to be confident with that number. We
Yeah,
are
right.
doing
I'm sorry.
all
120 because we 120 strong. As long as
okay.
I get my
Okay.
120
Thank
women to
you.
swag you, so 120. That's the number for 2021 is 120 strong women.
Darren, can I give you some encouragement? The first event I did in Kansas for the church I was at, I did a tea. And I was like, okay, 75 people. How about we had almost 200 people show up?
Oh wow.
Thank you, Lisa. I mean, Katie. Thank you,
That's
Katie.
Because that's
Um,
confirmation, lady, because I was just about to tell her 210.
Yes,
Okay.
we
If
had
you
almost
I
200
like
people
that.
show up.
you 210 people, you ask people who are involved to bring
Mhm.
people to gift a ticket. That's how you grow it.
Okay.
And it
Okay.
was
I
open to
like
the
that.
whole community. So it wasn't just for our church.
Right.
So it was open for the whole community. So people, ladies just came from all over the area we was in Kansas. And they enjoyed it. You know, it was a good event, but I was like, Lord God, we don't even have enough stuff to give out to people. But everybody left home with something, left that day with something. In addition to getting the word and the fellowship and all of that, everybody left home with a physical item in their hand for that day. So yeah, I was thinking like maybe 75 people. It's like 200 people
All right, Keith,
showed
I
up.
heard it, so that'll be 210. Look, 210. 210.
Hey, guess what? You had the numbers. It just wasn't not in the right order.
You're right.
Right, exactly.
Right. Well, ladies, I enjoyed this call. Next week we have this one's gonna be good. Next week we have Shanita. The following week we have Miss Katie, and the last Sunday we have a special guest. So I don't have my book. I don't have my book with me. Is in my room, and I think that's Gwendolyn. I think it's Gwendolyn Chambers. She's a woman that I met on Clubhouse. So yeah, so that's what we have for next week. And going forward again on Thursday, you'll get the text message we have in our business building call. Miss Jessica Robinson is going to be talking about business. Let me get it again. The mindset of being business minded is the January on the first Thursday, and the third Thursday will be me. Or no, me, or I want to have Miss Ashley. I forgot Miss Ashley. Let me ask her again about that time. Miss Ashley, that's who's helped me build my website and helped me get all together. She's a millennial, helped me get all my social media together the right way. She's like, girl, we got to do this and do that. Get the colors together, Brandon. So she's going to tell us what things that will go together or don't go together color-wise. She is a graphic designer, went to school for, graduated graduated last year in it. So she has an eye for what don't go colors, what colors go with what colors, graphics, all that type of stuff. She's gonna be talking about some things to do and not to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have her at the third Thursday of the month. So our powerhouse business building calls are back, first and third Thursdays only, because there was like a lot. That's why I kind of started, because there was a lot doing that every
We
yeah, it was, and doing this too. So I kind of learning along the way to kind of streamline, bring guests that are aligned with what we are doing here. And the tagline for this is 120 strong. We're gonna have at the end of the year at least 120 women in Swagu. 100 will be in the regular, and 20 women into our power circle business building calls. And we got some courses coming along. The line. Now the SW Speaks, I keep putting it off. I'm gonna do it at the end of the month. So we're gonna start because we gotta promote it. We're gonna start at the end. We're gonna start at the end of the month. That's it. No more excuses. We're gonna start January the 25th. That's gonna be, it's gonna give me plenty of time. January the 25th. So if y'all all heart months are clear, I will see y'all on Thursday. Y'all get the text message and it will be recorded.
all right.
All right. Good night.
I'm out, ladies.
Good night.
Everyone, good night.
Stop recording.